My involvement in transportation energy started 44 years ago when I joined Mobil Oil as a fuels marketing representative in New England. From the beginning, I was able to see the operation of the marketing and refining industry from the ground up, and as you might suspect, a long career also gave me the opportunity to see its evolution. Let me say, things have certainly changed. My role expanded significantly at the merger of Exxon and Mobil in 1999, where my fuels and downstream experience led me to a 20-year career in public and government affairs. There, among other roles, I led our global downstream issues team, and following that was assigned to the Washington, D.C. office representing the company's interest on international energy trade, and served as the company's Washington, D.C. representative to the many energy industry business associations. Over time, I've had the opportunity to see many dimensions of the energy industry. Most importantly, I've seen how resilient the industry, the suppliers, and the marketers can be. They'll need that resilience more than ever as they adapt and play their essential roles in developing and integrating leading-edge transportation fueling options, some that will challenge their traditional operating models as they meet changing consumer needs. So I retired from ExxonMobil in 2018, but I continued to stay in touch with my colleagues in the industry. In 2019, I set up a consultancy, Certain Point Strategies. Here, I feel I can leverage my experience by providing guidance on business trends, and most importantly, the issues advocacy and public engagement strategies, which are becoming so important in today's rapidly evolving energy and climate-focused world. Therefore, when asked where I see my company in the next year, I hope to continue to be able to help businesses navigate what is certain to be an important, highly active and complex public policy, legislative, and regulatory landscape. My 5-year outlook and objectives are quite clear and build on discussions I've led with fuels and convenience retailing leadership teams in the last couple of years. At those sessions, I was asked to present an outlook for the fuels marketing business over the next 20 years or so. I mentioned that most would say I need a crystal ball to do that, but what I actually chose to do was bring a window. I look at it this way: it's about what's in front of you, and if you can take the time, you can actually see and prepare for a lot of what's developing already. I told them that while electric vehicles are absolutely a part of their future, they will be selling clean liquid fuels that consumers will need and demand for decades to come. Electric vehicles will have a place, but will not be exclusive. Rather, they will be part of a growing mix of transportation options that fuels and convenience retailers will continue to fuel and service. But I also warned them that the biggest issue ahead would be how legislation and regulation might impact their business models. I reminded them how important it will be that they stay engaged directly in advocacy and education to be sure public officials and their local, state, and federal representatives understand how their businesses operate, the realities of the services they provide, and most importantly, the evolving needs of their constituents, the motoring public. Given what we know now, that is a message I'll try to deliver and assist with for the next 5 years. And hopefully years beyond that. Thanks to the Fuels Institute, the opportunity they've given me to join the Board of Advisors has provided a front row seat to experience and comment on the thinking around the future of transportation fuels, what new vehicle and fueling alternatives are being proposed, and how they might evolve. And importantly, what type of research, education, and advocacy will be necessary to ensure that outcomes reflect policy development that is realistic, scientifically based, and meets environmental, operational, and of course, consumer needs. The challenges are going to be coming fast. Among these challenges, I'd be remiss if I did not mention the evolution of environmental, social, and governance, so-called ESG principles. I suspect, and I know the Fuels Institute does as well, that this will be a key issue that will engage and amplify the focus of energy companies, their fuels marketers, and policymakers for years to come. As the Fuels Institute does its work, they will certainly play a critical role in explaining how the application of these principles can achieve the best possible outcomes for everyone involved.